Hey, everybody. Hope that didn't hurt anybody's ears. Welcome to the Conspiracy Channel. The main channel, West Moody Webcast, is currently we're undergoing a little bit of a dispute with YouTube. We'll call it a dispute, as in they say that I violated their community guidelines, and I did not. So I went ahead and I posted the link. I was able to re-upload it. StreamYard allows me to record all of my live streams. So I uploaded this to Minds. You can catch the replay and decide for yourself whether or not this live stream violates their community guidelines or not against spam and deceptive practices. But that's what they are claiming. This is not a copyright strike. This is a community guidelines strike. So we'll get into the differences in just a bit, but it is there. I did trim off the last 15, 20 minutes of that stream because, well, of the StreamYard recording, because we did have some backstage YouTube banter that we just don't want to, didn't want that getting out. But the show, by and large, is intact, except for really those last 10, 15 minutes where we were not broadcasting and it was just behind the scenes stuff that we were conversing about. So let me get to my friends in the chat here. I do thank you for joining me. Hail Fat Steven, welcome my friend. Hail Toxic Man Flu. Toxic Man Flu says, "Ha, Rebel." Oh, we're still at it. Hail Storyman Jack, aka George B. Big Dick Lucas. Welcome, my friend. And hail Angela Straven. Yes, it is some bullshit. It really is. Yep. Hail just another red shirt. Welcome, my friend. And if you're not subscribed to the Conspiracy or Conspiracy Channel, please make sure that you're subscribed. I have a feeling that we might need to do a tactical withdrawal here to the Conspiracy Channel. Okay. Hail Wookiee in Exile, aka Wookiee Supremacy. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. During a Nurkish premiere. Wes, come on, man. Yep. Howdy, Keck. Yeah, it is very crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and share exactly the email that I received so that you can all see it, because many of you out there are YouTubers and some of you are not. But, I pretty much full transparency here, man. I like to be as transparent as possible. So here it is. Hi, West Moody Webcast. Our team has reviewed your content, and unfortunately, we think it violates our community guidelines. We've removed the following content from YouTube, and I have pinned the content they removed, so feel free to look at it for yourself. Video, William Shatner, 90th birthday party. Trekking on Tuesday, live chat. Strike, one strike. We know that this might be disappointing, but it's important to us that YouTube is a safe place for all. No celebrating William Shatner's 90th birthday, okay, dicks? Continuing here. If content breaks our rules, we remove it. If you think we've made a mistake, you can appeal and we'll take another look. Keep reading for more details. I'm riveted. Riveted. What are the more details? How your content violated the policy. We've detected in your live stream that we've detected content in your live stream that may belong to somebody else and was not corrected following repeated warnings of possible abuse. So there were no warnings whatsoever, at least not that I could see. Now I'm told that if you look in the YouTube, you get a YouTube broadcast studio that you can look in, and supposedly that's where the warnings come in, but I didn't see any of that. So they suspended the stream once, and that was it. Then they took down the stream and completely nuked the stream chat and all. Let's get back to this. So yeah, we detected content in your live stream that may belong to somebody else. and was not corrected following repeated warnings of possible abuse. Bullshit. Didn't get a warning. Certainly didn't get multiple warnings. You may not have intended to include this content, but live streams should be actively monitored by the channel owner, and any potential issues should be corrected in a timely manner. So the content that we played, the content that we played were some old SNL Saturday Night Live skits that are the newest of which was at least 30 years old. We played some of the skits. We were commenting over the skits as we were watching them. And the skits were lampooning Star Trek and William Shatner's portrayal of Captain Kirk. And it was done from a place of love. And we were commenting on it. We're like, this is great comedy. We love this. It pays more homage to the original series than does Star Trek Discovery and New Trek, for sure. And so that's what we're doing. That is covered by fair use. That is reaction. That is commentary. That is transformative. But all of those apply to a copyright strike, which is not what this is. This is a community guideline strike. So while I could fight a copyright strike on any of those on any of those bases for fair use, transformative, commentary, educational, all that stuff, reaction, while I could have done that under a copyright strike, under community guidelines, it's a little different. They're using a different tact. So what they're saying is, we're accusing you of lifting someone else's material, and if I'm understanding it correctly, passing it off as your own, a fucking Saturday Night Live skit. And so we're getting you under community guidelines rather than copyright. And so, it just all falls on the shoulders of YouTube to do the right thing, review the live stream. And that's another thing, folks, just an aside here. YouTube, when they nuke it a lot of times to where you can't see the video, so you can't get the timestamps or review it. So really, when you have so if you use StreamYard to broadcast and you have the pay service, you can record your live streams, and that's the only way you can review it. Or if you're using OBS Studio and you record each of your live streams, that's another way to do it. I like using StreamYard because it uploads it into the cloud. But I digress. So here you go. How this affects your channel. Hold on. How this affects your channel. Your channel now has one strike. You won't be able to do things like upload, post, or live stream for 1 week. That's 1 week from yesterday. So that means March 30th or March 31st is going to be the soonest on the West Woody Webcast channel I can do any of those things. A second strike will prevent you from publishing content for 2 weeks. 3 strikes in the same 90-day period will result in your channel being permanently removed from YouTube. Now, this is very serious, folks, because when they do that, they don't just nuke the channel, they nuke your entire Google account. So I've separated them out mostly now. So if you have a Gmail and you have a Google Voice and you have a Google Drive, gone. All of it gone. So that's pretty serious stuff. And that's what we're contending with. Howdy, Keck. Let's get back to this because this is fascinating stuff here, isn't it? So I'm working right now, by the way, so I might have to cut it short, but I think for the most part, I'm checking emails here and trying not to get discouraged, but that's all right. And back to it. So 3 strikes in the same 90-day period will result in your channel being permanently removed from YouTube. What to do next? 95% of creators who get 1 strike never get another one. We want that for you too. So please, make sure you understand YouTube's community guidelines and strike basics. review your content with our policies in mind. If after reviewing your content, you think we made a mistake, let us know. You can appeal this decision here. I already have the decision being appealed right now. So I'm already appealing the decision. And and so we're just waiting to hear back. I've not heard back from YouTube yet. The last time I appealed one of their decisions on a copyright claim, they got back to me in 10 minutes and they said, yeah, we reviewed your 3-hour live stream, even though you just submitted the rebuttal 10 minutes ago. Yeah, we were able to look at a 3-hour live stream in 10 minutes. And sorry, we're affirming our decision. But I've not gotten word back from them yet on this. Let's get back to it. Understand that the strike will expire after 90 days and that deleting the content will not remove the strike. Well, yeah, this is so yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. And I have this on public on my my Patreon. So I'll post a link there if anybody wants to review it. But yeah, let's look at the types of strikes here. YouTube strikes. So yeah, here we go. So yeah, the community. So the copyright strikes again. If it were a copyright strike and they said, "Hey man, you're using Saturday Night Live, you're using Saturday Night Live's material, that's copywritten," and if they try and do a fraudulent copyright strike that way, then there's something you can do called a counterclaim, a counter notification. And basically, what that says is, you think that I'm boosting your stuff? Well, take me to federal court or drop your copyright strike. And most of the times, that's, unless they really hate you, that's cost prohibitive for them to take you to federal court. So they drop it. Now, what they're alleging here, I don't know if it's easier to fight a community guideline strike or not. It seems like there's less avenues to fight a community guideline strike because it's more subjective. But that's what they got me with. So the community guideline strike process is basically you're appealing and you write in a small box, "This is why I'm appealing." As where, the copyright strike, you get, you'll have contact information for the claimant, the person that feels that you've infringed on their copyright. You get an email, you get a telephone number. Sometimes you get a name, sometimes you don't. And so you can go through YouTube for the counter notification process, and YouTube will gatekeep and say, well, you don't have enough to for us to send your counter notification to the claimant. Like I've had that. And what I do with the copyright strike is I send it to everybody. So I'll go through the YouTube process and I will contact the claimant directly. And it's funny because I received the emails almost simultaneously from YouTube saying not enough evidence for us to send your counter notification to the claimant. At the same time that I received from the claimant directly, your copyright strike has been reversed. So what we have here is I have somebody apparently through some system says, "Hey man, you're passing my work off as your work. That's a community guidelines strike, but I don't know who that person is. I have no contact information for that person." So it all leads to YouTube, me punching up my defense in this tiny little box. So this should be interesting, and I would encourage everyone to subscribe to the Conspiracy or Conspiracy channel. Share the Conspiracy or Conspiracy channel far and wide. At this point, I think the best thing we can do to piss YouTube off would be to get the main channel monetized, because they clearly don't want me to get monetized. I mean, they're pulling out all the stops for the Wes Moody webcast channel to not get monetized. I mean, I'm doing, I'm looking at the, the tags and the tag rankings and what's trending and what's not trending. And I'm getting a score of what those look like. And even though I will have all of the right keywords, that stuff will not trend. I won't get new views necessarily. So YouTube does not want us to get monetized. I think the best thing we can do is to get the main channel monetized. So any help that you guys can give me in that regard would be greatly appreciated. So that's about all I have here. Let me get to the chat here. Toxic Man Flu says, I just want to dick punch YouTube in the balls. Well, you're assuming their gender, Toxic Man Flu, which is very uncool of you. Yeah, I think YouTube is, a tranny, clearly. Wait, did somebody say tranny? Oh, geez. Well, at least if YouTube's anything like that, at least you'd have a big target.
You know anything about this?
Get it away from me.
Right. Angela Straven says, if you're going to strike someone, it needs to say what material in the video is a strike. Well, timestamps. I mean, that's what's legally binding, right? A timestamp. This was when the offense occurred. Take out this, this material. I mean, when you get a copyright claim, that's how it works. They're saying that I passed off the entire thing as somebody else's work, or that it was misleading or deceptive in some way. And so I was looking at the tags. I don't see anything in the tags that would be misleading. I mean, it has Star Trek in there. It has William Shatner's birthday. I just don't understand. Yeah, the rules are super vague and they're selectively enforced, unfortunately. So Wookie says, my next video ought to light lefty heads on fire. Yeah, buddy. I love your stuff. It's great. I'm surprised you're not at memeology levels yet. Really on par with that. Toxic Man Flu says, maybe if you called it the Wanda transgender webcast. I think I've got an idea for a fourth channel. Yep. So, yeah, any help that you guys could lend me on this issue? Let's get the main channel over 1,000. Yeah, Toxic Man Flu is like, I was watching and then it went down and I was like, I shaved my balls for this. Well, there's nothing like a freshly shorn scrotum. You should try it sometime. It's really quite refreshing. Yeah, if you're gonna shave your scrotum, just I would definitely make sure that you have a really good razor, like the what's the one the Dollar Shave Club. That's a good one. Wookie says it only happens in the occurrence of porn or truth, usually in the case of a stream nuke. Yeah, well. I think I have reckless speculation here on why they decided to go with the community guidelines route, and that is that when we did the Joe Biden green screen analysis stream, I nuked that completely off. I took it down as soon as we got done streaming. I deleted it from the main channel and I left it on the conspiracy channel, and I think they wanted to get me for that one. And so I think them not being able to get me for that one made them community guidelines strike me on Trekking on Tuesday. Fucking assholes. Dicks. Ritualistically. Wow, man. Well, hey. I don't ritualistically shave my balls. But it certainly is refreshing. Yeah. I'd highly recommend it. Just don't do it if you're gonna free ball or wear boxers, because if you're sitting down and then you get up real fast, it's like Velcro. Hail Drew, aka Supreme Heretic. Welcome, my friend. You want to come on? I think we can hang out for another 5-10 minutes if you want to. I don't know if you're in the middle of something or not. Yeah, fuck the fucking fuckers, says Toxic Man Flu. Yep. So yeah, we need to I think we need to get the main channel monetized. That's what we need to do. I think they would be very unhappy if that happened. Hail Myriosphere, welcome, my friend. Hail Shellback. Turn into a manscaping stream. Well, I haven't opened my OnlyFans yet, but when I get to 50,000 subscribers, maybe maybe I'll make a video on it. About would, but I'm about to drive to Cleveland. Oh, okay, got it. Hail. Yep. So that's that's in a nutshell what's happening. And I do here. I'll show you on the main channel, because I do believe that they are. There's been some things happening. See, here's the really sneaky thing about YouTube is sometimes they won't tell you when they take stuff down. Sometimes they just will not tell you. So here I'll show you some stuff. And yeah, I just remembered that I forgot to put this in the front and center on the main channel. Let me put it front and center, because I have a front and center playlist on the main channel. So if you go to the main channel, here's where stuff that I put from, because one of the funny things that YouTube lets you do is they let you they allow you to make playlists, and the videos can be anywhere from YouTube. So why is it not letting me? Is it not letting me add stuff to playlists now either? Wow. Hang on. I'm on the right channel, right? Let me try this. This is strange. Apparently, I must not have been the first one to think of this. So yeah, my plan was to you can still create playlists, and I was going to add you put a link of something, and it shows up in the playlist. Been there, done that, says Wookie. Yeah. Whoa. People ask what in exile means. Yeah. All right. Well, looks like Wookie's video just dropped, so I'm going to go ahead and I have to get back to work here, but wanted to give everybody an update. Appreciate you guys hanging out, and we will see you next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. See ya.